Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Classic Elite Reviews. My name is Tony from the ClassicElite.com podcast. We are a podcast for retro and modern video games. Please make sure to check us out and subscribe to our weekly show if you can. Today I am reviewing the game Modern Combat 2 Black Pegasus HD for the iPad device. This game was released several weeks ago for the iPhone and iPod Touch, and Gameloft just released a iPad-specific HD version, which I am reviewing for you today. This game was developed and published by Gameloft, and in this game you continue the story from Modern Combat 1 Sandstorm, which was a first-person shooter released over a year ago for the iOS devices. Simply said, the production value on this game is amazing. This is the definitive shooter on the iPad and iPod Touch. We now have this HD version for iPad, and this game has everything that we love about first-person shooters. Decent controls, over 12 battlegrounds, over 15 weapons, and a 10-player local and online multiplayer mode. As far as the graphics go, this has been upgraded to HD to fit the iPad screen, and it looks fantastic. I love the environments, the cinematic cutscenes, the character modules, everything I really like about this game. The only thing I would probably change graphically is the hand of the character holding your gun isn't very good, but everything else looks really good on this iPad version. Especially when you compare it to other portable shooters on the PlayStation Portable and Nintendo DS, this blows them away graphically. As far as options go, this game has a good amount of options for controls. You can do some custom options. You can invert the look of the game. The controls are pretty good, and it takes a while to get used to, as does any good first-person shooter. If you switch from Call of Duty to Halo, you'll notice you'll have to adjust the controls a little bit. This game is the same. It takes a while to get used to the touchscreen controls, but after you do, I believe you really like it. You can modify language on this game for different countries, different nationalities. You can modify the controls. You can use an iTunes playlist. And it even has multiplayer modes in the controls for local Wi-Fi, local Bluetooth, and then online using Gameloft Live, which is compared a lot to Xbox Live. It uses online leaderboards and rankings similar to the Call of Duty franchise. As far as the single-player game goes, you'll notice me playing the single-player game here. The AI is actually pretty challenging and pretty good. Sometimes you'll see the guys run directly towards you and just kind of look like they're on a suicide mission, but overall the AI is really good. This game does have some QuickTime events, which some people love and some people hate, but overall on a touch device like the iPad, the QuickTime events work really good. There's a lot of explosions and a lot of gameplay in this game. You'll notice on my screen there's some freezing and some frame rate issues, but that's mainly due to my recording device and not due to the game. The game actually flows really well and doesn't face a lot of the frame rate issues. And here you'll see some of the explosions and one of the QuickTime events you face in the first level of the game here, moving out of the way of an exploding barrel. I like the QuickTime events. I thought they added to the single-player game experience in Modern Combat 2 Black Pegasus. As far as the multiplayer goes, if you're a first-person shooter fan, you know that multiplayer is the way to go. It's what keeps you playing the game for months to come. Everyone beats the single player in a week, and then they go to the multiplayer. We know how addicting the Call of Duty multiplayer formula is, and it's the same for this game. There's 4 multiplayer modes. There's Battle, there's Team Battle, there's Defuse the Bomb, and Capture the Flag. All worked well for me when I tried. You can see me getting owned in some of these gameplay videos, and I was able to join games fairly easily and play rather quickly. Overall, you definitely need to buy this game if you are into first-person shooters. If you have an iOS device like the iPad, buy this game right away. It's a great game for any first-person shooter fan. Buy it now.